Hello and welcome to Jira Lab. When designing Jira solutions, it is important to make sure that they are user-friendly and easy to use. For the last couple of days, I've been looking for some way to show some sort of instructions on transition screens and something that is easy to use, easy to implement, and also easy for the user to notice. So I have tested several solutions and I'll be showing you one of them, I think the one that is most practical. Let's begin. I will begin with showing you what I mean with instruction during the transition. So I've got an epic here and I've got a couple of tasks here. And one of these tasks, EXP27, is in the status in progress. So let's move it back to the status to do. And the solution I was looking for is, let's say that I want to make sure that during the in progress transition, the user is notified how important it is to set the fixed version here. So it's easy. It's not so easy to show it just like that, because out of the box there is no place, no field that I can put in some instructions. So right now, or up to this moment, I would focus on giving the user a special process description or special instructions. But now I thought it was not enough, and I started looking for a solution if it is possible at all to give some instruction during the transition. So for now, when I press the in progress, nothing happens. And of course I could give you some, or I could give it some transition screen here, but still it would only have at least the field comment and the fixed version. There would be no way to put the instructions there. Right, so I have implemented the solution on another workflow. So this time it will be workflow on that manages the task. So in EXP26, which I've got here open, when we go from status to do to in progress, this is it, what I was looking for. So we've got the effect version, we've got the comment, but also we've got this message, please select the proper version. So I've got a nice icon, I've got a nice frame here, and I've got this instructions. So in this way, I'm sure that the user has been notified how important it is to select the proper version. To achieve that, you need a plugin which is free. It is unsupported from Atlassian, but it is free, and its name is Toolkit Plugin for Jira. And the bad thing about this plugin is that it is not very well documented. So I had to look for the solution myself. But the good thing is that I found it. So after the installations, there will be a couple of additional custom fields available. And one of them is message custom field for edit. And this is the one I'm going to use. Also, there is another one, message custom field for view. And as the name implies, one of them is for the screens, for the view screens, and the other is for the edit screens. So I use the one for edit because the transition screen is regarded as the edit screen. Right, and I created a custom field which I named note, and in the context of this custom field for project EXP, I set this default value. So whatever you put in this default value will be displayed on the screen where you put this custom field. So I put this code, and I used a couple of special classes from Atlassian, and here I put this message that I wanted. Please select the proper version, and adding version is important. Okay, and when you press set default, this custom field will be set for this specific context of this specific project. And now when I press the in progress, so I'll have to go back. And now when I press in progress, I've got this message. So this message here is thanks to this custom field from the Toolkit plugin for Jira. And of course, I have to mention that if you want this field to appear on your screen, and in my example, this transition screen is called EXP transition screen, you have to put this newly configured field on that screen. Only then, when this field is placed on the transition screen, this will appear also when you do the actual transition. So let me refresh, and here it is. So it appears here only because I have put it on this transition screen. I guess you will agree that the solution you've just seen is easy to use, easy to implement, and also it is based on a free plugin. I guess it is also worth mentioning that in the field that I've used HTML code, you can use any other HTML code, or alternatively you can use pure TXT, the pure text, and it will work just fine. So I guess this is it in this episode. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.